Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. We went to church. It's a privilege indeed to be on your radio. Good morning, Michael Obodu. And Helen Apiambo.
Good
Did you enjoy
morning.
the free air conditioner from...
A much cooler temperature. My goodness, it's been hot. But I was really worried about residents of Kaswa. As soon as the rain started, I said, when are they going to get home?
Cass City.
Cass City.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Sixtus, did you enjoy the air conditioner as well? The free air conditioning yesterday.
Free air conditioning?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
All over Accra International Air Conditioner Services. Yesterday it was opened. Everybody enjoyed it. But yesterday the rains were strong. Very, very strong.
I didn't even realize it. I was at the conference center at the time. And by the time I came out, the place was looking different. And I had received messages. People started talking about traffic all
and
over,
be careful and
don't use this route.
Use that route. Avoid here.
I said, not again, Mother Accra. Or should I say Anti-Accra?
Star Accra. Felicity is joining us on the phone line. Felicity, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Johnnie.
Great.
I am better today than yesterday.
Your prediction came through yesterday, but belatedly. And people are beginning to ask questions. What do you say to those people?
In fact, this morning they have to start lining up at the Met office. Yes.
Why?
Because they've really, but we thank God and we thank the media houses for the great job done.
Right.
To me, this is what we call a weather warning. You warn the people ahead of time so that they can prepare. And then make sure that the impact doesn't have that negative impact on them. They can avert those sort of things. But rather, Ghanaians were hoping that once we said the warning, we issued the warning, immediately now they should start seeing it. And it's bad on our part because we are trying our best to increase the accuracy and then to also make sure that everybody gets the warning before it happens.
I see you. Okay, now what is going to be the story today?
Today's story will be different from yesterday. Though we still have some rains in there. Those of us around the western region, yes, we have some rains this morning, but not too much to cause havoc. In the afternoon, those over the eastern part of Ashanti and then the northern stages of the central region also earmarked for some rain. The region to also have. Then by evening, we expect those around Bono East, Ahafo, Upper East, Upper West, and Northeast areas to also have some showers. Greater Accra is also on our radar today for some light rain later in the day. For the Fisher folks, the state is still wet. We have some rain and thunder clouds over the sea. We'll keep monitoring. If the need be, we'll issue the weather warning for that.
Okay, we thank you very much for your update this morning, Felicity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. That's Felicity Hatianyo there with the update music. And where are you going today, this Friday? You got plans?
I don't have any. Oh, actually.
Madam,
You should have seen how she wrap her hands between her legs.
Actually.
Madam, please, we have Duma.
I'm back.
Tell her that we have Duma.
I'm back at the gym. So today I've planned for myself a very epic workout.
Yeah, you're back where?
I'm back at the gym. I've signed up for the
What
gym.
happened again? Why?
Lack of funds. Yes, that was. I've said this
Should have
up and
applied
down.
to the IMF.
It was a lack of funds. These days, to use the gym is not cheap.
The funds are now flowing.
Oh,
Hey, light has appeared.
praise be to
At the end
you.
of the tunnel.
It was lack of funds, but she was considering survival first before, so she had to use the money for food.
Yes.
Why
You and
not?
I.
She has a sponsor now. She has a sponsor. She's not using the same money that she has.
No.
I receive it and I claim it. Sponsor, wherever you are, come closer. You are now
External
a ghost
donor.
sponsor, but we want to see you physically. So that's the plan for the day, to work on a little fitness here and there, a little running, a bit of muscle work,
For the
strength
evening?
work, hits. No, by the time I finish, I'll be exhausted. Although, when you work out, it does energize you, depending on the kind of workouts that you do.
Why are you confusing yourself to confuse us?
I shock self.
Have you seen those gym instructors who literally want to kill you?
My dad went to one gym instructor. My pensioner, Charlie, they went and twisted this akukra left, right, and center. Charlie, small workout. When they finish, they are doing stretching. Put the leg, the knee behind this poor guy's shoulder, be chain and send near boon and fin. Oh, Charlie,
I pay you money to kill me. The Daily Guide this morning says that free SHS brings gender equality, according to Dr. Baumi, and a handshake there with clergy in Tamale. Give more support to media. Frema is our chief of staff, Kusha Frema Parry. Sarah Parry, she tells them at the AMC. New arrest in Kaswa Soja killing. Also, Northern Chiefs, Hill, Veep, and corruption more prone in customary land administration. Who's saying that? Raphael Hawking. On the back page, Kempon Academy, Danish side strike deal, attractive prizes for Black Stars marathoners. We will win for Ghanaians. GMPC's Ghana's fastest human race exists. The targets there. The Ghanaian Times at the African Media Convention prioritize advocacy on climate change to support efforts in mitigating impact, according to Chief of Staff. Bank of Ghana transacts cross-border trade with eCash. Finance Minister EBIB signs $200 million SME deal in Lomé, and reconsider granting of license for mining in Draw River Forest Reserve. Hey, are we going there again? Okay. On the back page, mentality hindering progress of Ghanaian players abroad. Fever agent Lai Kingston hails technical team over 5-1 mauling of Cote d'Ivoire in Wafu under 17 opener. Sixtus best coach at this point. Central Region GBF to revive sport in the region. That's all I have here. Six, what do you have?
On the front page of the New Finder newspaper, media's role vital, needs enhanced support. The Finder newspaper.
Double standard.
If the man says it, you people say he. If he doesn't say it too, you say he.
Please, Sixtus, continue.
Yeah. Actually, I can't find
you
New
can't
Finders on.
Oh, you can't find it on the Finder.
On the Finder.
What a way.
No, actually, it's not there.
It's not there, no.
Oh,
They don't have some.
Oh, no. Are you sure they don't?
I cannot find it. The Finder cannot be found.
Finder has nothing to be found.
What's his name again?
Elvis
the editor. Elvis Darko.
Let us be finding things.
Elvis, I mean, you have a very beautiful one. Anyway, so media's role vital, needs enhanced support of all. Chief of Staff is speaking. Parliament petition to probe Yoko's conduct in Cecilia Dapa saga. Northern Regional House of Chiefs salutes Baumia for development in the region. Government pledges support for SMEs.
The meat.
It's too early.
Oh, I mean.
It's too early.
Let's stop this. Let us stop this. Let us stop this. See, our chiefs must stop this. They must stop this thing that they do.
The endorsement of candidates.
Yeah. You get a candidate before you, and you are all flowery, praise singing, and no, you are our chiefs. You have to stay away from these things. You are our chiefs. We respect you. We honor you. We follow your lead. I mean, how many communities in the northern region have we not reported issues on? I mean, yesterday we had the regional correspondent in studio. He's still in town. We can bring him back.
Yeah.
The number of stories that you have, the man, the vice president.
Ask him questions.
The vice president.
Demand your share of the national cake.
No, it is the youth who will ask those questions with courage.
Our chiefs should ask.
You see,
the youth, that's the future.
No, so the chiefs are the ones leading the youth.
Which traditional area was it that the chiefs came to ask the president,
the road, and the
and he said because they didn't vote for
bring your name, Ekumfi
people.
Ekumfi, yeah.
I salute the chiefs of Ekumfi. That is the way to go. I mean, when you see them, ask them the critical questions. You can what development?
Well, then, Six, can this cut across the entirety of the country? When the vice president said, "Oh, the allowances, we have restored them," the people there say, "Whoa, yeah." Until that girl courageously took the mic.
Charlie,
Across the board, as
Helen,
a people, we don't ask officials any questions.
There is no accountability. There is no.
That's right.
There's no accountability whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying.
There are no opportunities for our people to engage.
When Baumia said it was true then, but it is warped knowledge or warped logic. Everybody there was clapping, whoa. Even though he said, "Do you understand me?" You can tell they don't understand. And they were clapping.
You have the man before you.
Professor
Ask him
Jamba
the
for the
critical
clap.
questions.
He actually had a smirk on his face. My God, sure, see,
Yeah, you should. Charlie, when do you
Regional. Charlie, people cannot travel from Accra to Tamale today. Number one, because of road.
Yeah.
I talked about this. When I came back, I spoke about
the
now,
bad roads.
there's increased number of hours travel time that you need from Accra to Tamale.
That's
to
right.
Wa,
Yesterday, Chris
to
spoke
Bole.
about cost of living,
Cost of living
food.
is
lack of
raised,
development, the volatility in that part of the
cost
country.
transportation alone, VIP. Now you need 300 Ghana cedis plus to travel from. You have the man. Ask him the relevant questions. He said, "Well done."
They said they are saluting him for development.
No, our chiefs are
in the
disappointing
region.
us.
Okay, whilst I go to the daily analyst, you take a breather for us.
Today, no
The
violence.
man
please.
is not happy
Today,
with
no
things.
violence.
Yes, so that's why I said you should take a few breaths and we'll go to the daily analyst. Without fear or favor, Third African Media Convention. Use your platforms to educate public on climate change. We'll talk more about that today. Third African Media Convention. GJA president calls for protection of journalists. Well, Johnnie says, pan for pan, you do me, I do you, man no go vex. Otumfo at 25, Napo extols preservation of vintage Rolls Royce. Also, those who attempt to silence the press must be held accountable. Fatima Abubakar is the Minister for Information designate. And finally, on the front page of the Daily Analyst.
Fati said that.
Yes, she said those who attempt to silence the press must be
Was
held
she not the one who led
accountable.
Farouk and Hawa Kumsin to go to Kwabena Jumfo to say, leave the ban?
She has a dual role. She has to.
No, I want to understand. Maybe I'm confused. Because Fati is my friend.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Fati is the minister designate.
Yes.
Correct.
She's the deputy minister.
And by the way, I like that she's not using president's representative.
Right.
I like that she's using minister designate.
Because she knows.
Well, you say she's using it. The Daily Analyst reported it. I don't know when she goes home how she refers to herself. That one I can't.
But then
when she goes home, is it her husband she will go and tell that the minister?
Hey, maybe when she walks in, Minister. Chemo. So as for Daily Analyst, they've said their own. But I don't know.
I forget you are talking to the minister designate.
Exactly.
I want officialdom to say one thing and stick to it. You can't have, because the Hawa Kumsin incident in a constituency and that of Farouk in the Yendi constituency, right? The journalists were beating. And I told Kwabena Jumfo, I told him that on the day when you were busy lifting the ban on these two, a journalist at Unia, Eke Asapoma, was being also beaten for she'd done nothing wrong. So when you are the one who leads in the mediation process to say, oh, please lift the ban and let's have a nice working environment for all of us, and then you come back to tell us that, oh, do not try and suppress the press. I want to understand what's going on. Is she for us or she's trying to be I don't know.
Or is it the case that she's trying to juggle the two, foster this type of reconciliatory atmosphere at the same time but I'm with you, Johnny. But this one also is cause for concern. It's a final one, and I'll hand over to Michael. Curtailing power to neighboring countries will be unpatriotic. In fact, apart from unpatriotic, it will be expensive because the element of judgment debts could potentially come in. We've signed an agreement with Burkina Faso to provide some power every single month. But because we can't supply fully to the citizens in Ghana, we have curtailed that. But we have to watch on and see, because if they decide to invoke certain clauses in that contract, we will be found
you are
wanting.
concerned about judgment debt, as we all should. But you know that the agric folks have told us that we won't have enough, or we don't have enough food. We have not harvested enough. If you ask Sixtus, he will tell you, next to the place he comes from, we are bringing onions. we're bringing tomatoes, we are bringing yam, we're bringing millet, we're bringing maize, we are bringing
all these
we're bringing soy. Yes,
in the area.
Yeah.
So you remember when was it Nigeria closed their borders?
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
How we were stuck?
1 week.
Yes. You see how busy we became?
Yeah.
We became so busy.
Yes, and also with that, they talk about security issues with the lack of adequate power to Burkina Faso. You know, some of the unrest in the Sahel, in our region, and all of that. So it's something that we have lost focus on a little bit. But the woes in the energy sector, my goodness, when we start to unpack it, it's something else.
Mike, what do you have?
Daily graphic, truth and accuracy every day.
Did you just conjure that?
How? It's there. Look at it.
Elvis Daku, you have embarrassed me this morning.
The accurate information dissemination ambassadors, that's according to Chief of Staff, as she charges the African media. Zebila constituency parliamentary race heats up. Your Ghana, my Ghana, innovates to boost cocoa consumption. Chocolate producer advocates. That sounded like those poems in school. Your Ghana, my Ghana, innovate.
Your Ghana, my Ghana.
Your Ghana, my Ghana,
our Ghana. So it has a picture of Jean Don, co-founder of Bioco Treats Limited. At the back page, Burkina Faso hold Nigeria, that's under 17 waffle championship. Isn't the same Burkina Faso we scored, or is it different? Or is it different?
This is Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh, Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it.
Okay.
Johnny, I beg you.
Yes, sir.
I beg you.
Yes, sir.
Let me go back to Northern Region.
Please go back. Feel
I
free.
have been going through the story of the regional House of Chiefs.
You have not settled your.
No. I'm still not satisfied.
Yes.
No
Fire
violence
burning.
today.
Let me
no
pick this
violence
quote.
today.
No, let me just pick this quote. It says that the House of Chiefs said the region appreciates the NPP government for the springing up of what he called, this is the Yanai speech, and the quote is, monumental development projects, as well as the support and contribution of Dr. Baumia to the progress of the region. Let me skip that and move on to mention is made of a few, particularly the state-of-the-art sports stadium in our present locality. That's the Tamale Sports Stadium. Ongoing construction of a multi-purpose sports center for the gallant men and women of the Ghana Armed Forces. That's number 2. The Tamale International Airport, the interchange in our regional capital, among others. The Tamale International Airport, is it by the Akufo-Addo administration?
Well, phase 1 and phase 2. You know, we always have part 1 and part 2.
And part 2.
Yeah, it's part 1 and part 2.
So what happens when Mahama appears before you? What would you say?
You'll say the same thing to him.
The same.
Nicely.
No, you see,
A template.
It's a template.
If you appear, we'll say it to you nicely.
no, our chiefs have to, in all humility and respect and deference and reverence,
Yes.
our chiefs have to take a pause. The fact that a politician appears before you does not mean that you should go all praise singing.
Yeah.
Indeed, I know, and we all know, that you, the chief, you have a praise singer actually in your court.
That's right.
Who should be praise singing you. How come you have now become a praise singer of another? Let's respect ourselves.
I honestly think that, and you know, we have laws that preclude chiefs from participating in active partisan politics.
That's right.
politics.
But you have chiefs now, okay, who are participating in active politics, and that's where it's a big problem. There's a difference between being a civil servant and being actively involved in politics.
That's right.
And that there are too many examples who are serving in this government, right? Who are still wearing their beads and their symbols of authority, and they are serving. I think I side with Sixtus that once you become a chief, that's the reason I used the analogy the other time, that you come and meet elders who advise you. And they advise you because they have institutional memory, they have da. So
right.
Your first focus should be the well-being of the people. If the people have not been sorted and all you do is to sing praise to suggest that your people are okay, and then you hold Deba to tell them that, oh, everything will be fine, Who are you deceiving?
If you like, let's test this on the streets of Tamale. The Yana has spoken. We can test this assertion. I mean, when you speak as a chief, your people should proudly
The Yana is actually
defend
a king.
you. Yes, you see, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me, before I find myself in trouble.
That's my king, I beg you.
Yeah, before.
They'll
So
hold
when you
you by
speak,
this, your
but
fugu.
no, but I'm using chief as a term of
Okay.
art
Yes,
Okay.
for everybody.
for everybody.
Surely.
When you speak as a chief, your people should be proud enough to stand by you and to fight for you and to say that what my chief has said is the truth.
You know that in the Greater Accra region, for example, the Bese Manche, who is that daunting of the Gun State, at some point he indicated that if President Akufo-Addo wins the seat, right, a presidency, he will abdicate his seat. You remember that?
Yeah.
He said that, and well, he's still there. President Akufo-Addo has won. It
not
was
right.
a pure partisan comment that he
not
made, and
right.
he made it in public. And he's not there. I'm saying there are too many of them who look at the Manche. He was able to stand and say, "Look, you've been coming here. You cut sword. You don't come and do that. You cut sword. You don't come and do that. Don't come here and cut sword again. Go away. When you're ready, come and build."
Straight.
That is it.
Straight.
That is
there
what
was
the
another
chief should
chief
represent.
is it Bogoso or someplace like that? Who the one who wept? I've forgotten his name.
Yes,
he wept and then he said that every time I saw the bottom, I saw the bottom. I saw the bottom. Don't call me again.
And in the Bono area, another chief also wept. And the following day, they constructed
the road. Yeah.
I mean, we need to begin to see our chiefs do things that would bring the development that, I mean, they appear before you. The politicians don't come to hold town hall meetings, which they are supposed to be doing anyways, but they don't do that. But anytime they're in the area, they come to your palaces, they visit you, they bring you something, and they come and talk sweet to you. That is your only opportunity to hold them to account. I mean, we should go beyond. Helen,
I hear
make some of your coffee.